guys, it's Wadzi. Today I'm going to be talking about the time I went to see the Dolan twins. This was back in October last year. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but before I just kept rambling on. So today I've actually decided that I'm going to do it properly. So, oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. My skin looks so bad, so I'm really sorry about that. Like, I just saw this picture up on my door and it's just made me really depressed because I used to have such clear skin 11 years ago. But yeah, anyway, I went to the Dolan twin show with my best friend, like I said, back in October. I hope I'm right, and then pretty sure it was October, and it was for her birthday. Her birthday was in September, so it was like a late birthday thing. But I'm going to talk about the experience and the whole thing getting there, and I must say it's a very memorable event, like everything that happened leading up to it, to when it was there. Oh yeah, I also met Sophia Mitchell there. She just happened to be there, so that was cool, I guess. I'm pretty sure she's like the first YouTuber I've met, I think. But okay, can I just say that we didn't get like VIP tickets because we weren't sure whether it was worth it or not. So we didn't actually get to meet them. But I'm going to talk about the show experience, and I guess I'm pretty sure some of you might, because I didn't get to meet the Dolan twins, some of you might want me to talk about meeting Sophia, so yeah. Okay, so just to know that I don't hate anyone in this video, whatever I'm talking about. This is just how I felt. I'm going to talk about how I felt in the moment then and there, and talk about how I feel about it now, cause yeah. Okay, so basically on the day I did my makeup like in the afternoon. I put on loads of makeup on, like my face was literally like piled on with all the makeup you could ever imagine. And I'm pretty sure I wore this choker, and I wore this blue stripy dress and my Timberlands. So yeah, so basically my best friend, her mom was going to drive down to Manchester, and we never drive anywhere, like we always catch a train and stuff, but she was like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. And where I live, there is from my house to Manchester, it's about an hour and a half. It's not far at all from my house, because I do live on the outskirts of my city, so it's not really that far to go there. But having said that, my family would personally never drive because of the country roads and everything like that, and yeah. But anyway, she did it. So first of all, she needed a sat nav, so we were scared we were going to be late. The event started at 7 PM, and this was when it was like winter and stuff like that, so bearing in mind it gets dark then. So first, when we got there, we got to the wrong place, and other people got to the wrong place because I think the building had the same name. But luckily that wrong place wasn't far from the right place. It wasn't at Manchester Arena. I can't remember the building where it was at. Oh, this is so annoying. I probably should like look it up. But I think the building, I wish it was just slightly bigger, because there were some people which had to sit at the back, and because it wasn't like an arena, they were just all chairs. I didn't vlog them, I'm sorry. Oh wait. So if you sat at the back, you couldn't see unless you stood on your chair, because it was literally like a hall. It was like a theatre. So yeah, and the merch, I think I brought like £20 with me or whatever. I think so. I think I brought £20 with me, and that wasn't even enough for the merch. It was only enough for like the glow sticks, which are like £10, and when we got there, bearing in mind the show hadn't even started, they were all sold out. And the glow sticks, they were doing it for some charity thing. So I guess that's because they all sold out, but they could have had more of those. At the beginning, when we got there, bearing in mind, like I said, the show hadn't even started, it was so hard to find seats at the front which weren't VIP. So if you sat at the back, you literally could not see until you stood up. Now the queue outside was so long, but we didn't wait in the queue for ages. It was quite fast paced. I think we might have been in the queue for 15-20 minutes before we got inside, and they really did check your bags properly, which is good. I wanted to bring in my camera in for filming, this camera, and also to take something because I was doing like a project or whatever, so to take some photos, but they didn't allow this DSLR camera. So yeah, because of the venue rules or whatever, so I only really had my phone, which is kind of annoying, but you know. Okay, so anyway, we couldn't find seats, or there was only some at the back and you literally could not see, and you're not even allowed to stand up in any chairs, so it was like, but luckily when we kept looking around, in the middle there were like 2 seats, and can I just say, the people we sat next to, literally everyone who's a fan of the Dolan twins, or like supports them, or like what do you call it, stands, they're so nice. They're the nicest people ever. So basically throughout the concert I wanted to charge my phone, because it was just like, yeah, it was obviously getting late and stuff like that. So I charged my phone and I just left it there, and I just knew it would be like completely fine or safe. And this girl asked me if she can use my charger, and I was like, yeah, it's completely fine. And also because we couldn't see, even though we were in the middle, I still couldn't see because I was short. And this girl next to me was like, oh yeah, you can get on my back, whatever. So literally I was on her back at the beginning of the concert so I could film it. So the videos I put in, I was either stood on my chair or I was on the back, because in the beginning of the concert they were like, guys, can you not stand on the chairs because of health and safety or whatever reasons. But it was kind of annoying because it meant like we couldn't really see properly, so I wish like they had thought about better. But literally the audience was so insane. Whenever they said like 2 words, you heard screaming. So you really had to listen in closely. And one thing that always happened is whenever they did a game or an activity where they throw anything out to the audience, people will come running out their seats and go up right up to the barriers. And after the barriers is where the VIP seating is. It's only like there was probably only like 20 people on this VIP seating, 20 people on the other side. So yeah, people will literally like run up to the barriers, and there'll be security there to make sure no one goes over the barriers. But people always do that. I can't remember like why. Oh yeah, for the games we had to catch something or whatever, because if you were sat at the back or like in the middle, if they ever threw something out, it was kind of hard to get it, especially because you couldn't even stand in your chair. Some people were short or whatever. So yeah, there was loads and loads and loads of energy. And one thing that kept getting said is they were playing like so many games and stuff like that, but half of the time like I didn't really know what was going on, or I didn't really care what was going on in the end, because it was just like everyone, no matter what was said, everyone was like shouting and screaming. But when they played this game where there was like, I think Grayson was getting Ethan messy if he didn't get the question right, people were like, take off your top, take off your top. People were like, get naked, or like, take off your trousers or whatever. And he kept saying, it's not even that messy, guys, it's not even that messy. And there was some things that people were shouting out that they just had to completely ignore, but it was the funniest thing ever. I think my best friend caught it on camera. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I'm not here to film it with her, but you guys will see from the videos like the little clips that I put in. But yes, it was so loud, like, oh my gosh, no one I'm used to. I don't know, I didn't expect it to be like that energetic, and it was good, but like sometimes I must admit, like I remember just getting like bored and not really watching it, because it's just like, if I want to watch I have to stand up from my chair, like I can't just sit there, and like I felt quite far away. But yeah, they really did fill up the whole place, and overall they look okay. The way they look in real life is exactly the way they look online, their abs, everything, but you notice their American accent more in real life. I don't know, they're just exactly the same as they are like online as they are in real life. Okay, so then afterwards, later on when the show ended, that is when we were like, oh wait, Sophia, like at this time, before I was watching Sophia's makeup tutorials on YouTube and stuff like that, so like, I knew about YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be cool, you know, to see her. I've never really like met a YouTuber, why not, and whatever. So because I was waiting, this is the time where I was charging another girl's phone and I was waiting for her to come back, we're like, you know what, you stay here on my phone and then we just see if she's here. So yeah, we saw her and there was like a little line of like young girls, and the security wanted us to leave. They wanted everyone to leave as soon as the show ended. But bearing in mind, when the show ended, people were lining up to VIP to meet them, but for some reason the security was like, okay, everyone has to go, everyone has to go. And it was like, some people were lining up to take a photo with Sophia, but like people were like, everyone has to go, everyone has to go. So it was so awkward in the sense that we were stood in a line while we were hearing security telling us everyone to leave. So eventually the girl came back to get her phone or whatever, so I can take her phone off the charger or whatever. But then we were in the line and we saw her, and we were like the only 16-year-olds lining up to, like, I guess you could say meet her or take a photo with her or whatever. So I was like, okay, maybe we should just leave. But we're like, oh, what's the point? Like, everyone's left. It would look a bit weird. But then in the end, we were just like, oh, you know what? We can just contact your mom while we're waiting. So yeah. So basically, it got to me. I was so quiet this time because it just became really awkward because like the security was just there waiting for us to leave. So like I had to rush it. Like I literally I couldn't say anything to her. All I literally said was like, oh, can my friend take a photo of us? And she was like, yeah, sure. And like she was really tired as well. I think she was like to her, I don't know, or whatever, that I'm really tired or whatever. She looks amazing in real life. Like absolutely amazing. Like it's crazy. And she is tall. Normally I have like a friend which is the same height as her, and I never take photos of that friend because it's so awkward, the height difference, and like how are you meant to take a selfie, especially of your face. Like, so that's how it was as well. And I like, it was so hard because she had to like crouch down. I don't know, whenever I take photos of tall people, it's just the most hardest thing ever. So I was like, oh, so that's why I asked my friend to take a photo of us. And she took the worst photo, meaning I didn't look good. She literally took like 2 photos. Thank you. Thank you so much again for taking 2 photos. So yeah, because security kept on us leave or whatever, she kind of wanted to get a photo too with Sophia, but by the time she wanted to, she was a bit too shy. Sophia had already moved away and gone. So and I think she said like, something like, my best friend said something like, oh, can I get a photo with you? But I don't think she heard because she was already like away. And then that's when we're like, okay, this is really awkward, maybe we should. Yeah, she kind of asked Sophia for a photo, but yeah, she didn't really hear, and like it was empty, so like, okay, let's just go. I literally forgot my camera, so I had to go back in and get it. But yeah, okay, so after the event, my thoughts now, going on to my thoughts. At the time, I didn't think the event was good. I was like, I don't know, like, they weren't singing or anything. It was literally just playing games. It just reminded me of, you know, okay, this was before I actually liked the Dolan twins as much as I probably do now. But it just reminded, this is gonna sound so bad, but it reminded me of like when I go to church, and you know, when I used to go to like kids' church, and like they'll do games at the front and crafts and everyone has to get involved, and it was so fun then. But but yeah, I don't know, I just wasn't as entertained. But then again, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of them then. I mean, I didn't hate them, it's just, and I just subscribed to them. So yeah, I didn't really find the show amazing then. I probably would have rated it 6 out of 10. But what probably amazed me was the fans and how supportive everyone is and how nice everyone is to each other. Like, honestly, I probably could have become friends with the girls there if I'd taken their number down. And yeah, everyone was so sweet. Everyone looked so good. Oh my gosh. The way everyone was dressed, everyone really, really dressed up for it. Like, so good. I felt like so odd. I was like, oh wow, everyone looks so good. Like, I could have done a bit better. Do better. But yeah, but now I think back to the event, I think it was quite a really good event. I think I'll rate it 8 out of 10 now. It's been a while after. Probably because I was overwhelmed at the time, and afterwards I was really hungry and they didn't sell food. The only food they sold was like crisps, and like you couldn't have a lid on the water bottle and all these like crazy rules. So maybe that's why at the time I was like, oh, whatever. But yeah, now I look back at it, I probably rate it 8 out of 10. I can't really compare it to other like YouTuber concerts or shows, but I'm sure it'll be very similar, and it's probably like not my really type of show to go and watch people play games or whatever. But yeah, if I went to the meet and greet, my rating probably would have been 8 out of 10 back then, but we didn't, we decided not to. And to be honest, if we went to the meet and greet, we would have left there really late, so yeah. But yeah guys, that was my little review or whatever. If you really like the Dolan twins, go and watch it, because now once I watch one of the videos, I have to watch like all the other recent videos of them. Like, now I like them probably a bit more than I did before. So yeah, I recommend going to the shows. The one I went to was in Manchester. I can't believe I didn't say it. And it was really fun, and you might even find some other YouTubers there as well to support. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Oh yeah, also if you want to, you can follow my social medias. WadziXO is my Instagram, and beautybywadzi is my Snapchat, or you can add my other Snapchat, Wadzi Zoe with 2 E's.